Okay, so here we go. Here we will create a setup for the back of our character. So basically here I have a height joint. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 joint. Okay, name correctly, please. Second, here we'll have a root joint and a hip joint, neck joint, and head joint. Okay, of course, all my object, for example, this guy, I select the hierarchy and I go to display. Oh yeah, it's true, they change it. Uh, Transform, and we can see my local rotation axis is all in the same direction. Okay, so I do it all already now. So for you, what I suggest to you, we will start to create a IK spline handle tool. Okay, if we are not sure, we reset the setting to be sure. Um, okay, basically I will uncheck auto parent curve because I still prefer parent it where I want to parent it. Sometimes it will not parent, sometimes it's my bug or who know. But I think it's better to uncheck it. And auto simplify curve is quite easy. I will uncheck it because if I put not enough spam, it will have the tendency to change the rotation of your joint here, and maybe in some case you will not want him to rotate the joint for you. So I will just uncheck it so it will maintain the rotation of the joint to 0. Okay, so from the base to the top, and that's create. So now we'll have a curve who can create, who can control my joint. Okay, but that's definitively not enough. We need to create some sub control, if I can say. Okay, maybe just name it correctly now. So this one will be IK spine. Okay, copy this. So this one will be spine curve. Okay, I'll just spine curve. Okay, I will hide my joint here, or is my spine joint. Okay, to go to the component mode and start to observe how I can do it. Okay, now it's easy, I don't really have character, but generally I told you your joint placement would be also important on your character, but now is how we will create the control for this curve. So here I will create probably one control here. This will be for the halves region. Okay, so maybe like that for the halves region. Okay, so we'll go to animation, go to create deformer and create a cluster. Once again, if you're not sure the setting, reset, and in this case I will want my cluster to be like that, so don't check relative. So I will create and I will continue. So these two here, go to cluster, or I can just now select the rest of my point and press the G key on my keyboard and will repeat the last command. Okay, so now I will have like sub control. If I unhide my joint, have the cluster who can influence the joint itself by region, right? So let's continue. Now it's quite easy and fast way. I will just create some control for all. Okay, so we want one for the hips, one for the root, and we want another one for the neck, and another one for the head. Okay, the head generally I would like to have it more here at the back of your character head. So maybe you can just go to component mode and try to shape it now. Okay, whatever. It's just a small example. So this one is head control. Really important. Please name your joint, your controller. You will have less difficulty to understand. Okay, neck control. This guy will be root. I will call it COG. Okay, for center of gravity control. Why? Because this control mostly will control the upper body and the lower body. And this guy here is hip control. Okay, so maybe I can start also to shape a bit. My neck, I will let it like that. I like this kind of control for the neck. So just duplicate this guy. Uh, just delete it from. Okay, let's shape it. Take the time to do it a bit more correctly. Okay, so we want to shape. Why not? This is my COG. Okay. I forget, and now it's more a demo now. But think, when you do a character for production to have like correct icon, easy selectable. Sometimes just a simple curve like that is not enough. So you can trace over a polygon that you like to be your controller and create a curve of it. Okay, so this guy will be my hip. Let's try to just do a simple one, something like that. Oh, maybe for the hip, we'll just do something like that and scale them all. Okay. We want maybe also to have my controller now for the back. So I will use 3 controller, one for every cluster that I create. So we'll duplicate and duplicate. Okay, and one at the base. Okay, so cog, neck, head. This guy will be torso control. Maybe you can copy this name. This guy will be mid torso control. Okay, you can maybe capitalize torso control, and this guy we can maybe just call it abs control. Okay, so now what will be important, see all of them have some weird translation and rotation scaling. It's time to freeze transformation before we go further and make some mistake just because of the banal problem like that. Okay, um, if you can see when I create it, I really snap um, my locator center of my control here into a joint. Later on we maybe readjust it, we will see. Okay, but for the moment it can be okay. Just let go maybe in multi, and we'll try to shape them in multi. Okay, so we'll scale like that and maybe scale all and scale them all like that. Okay, why not? We'll let them like that. See? Okay. So easily, I think everyone now maybe can know or whatever. And we can parent the cluster to a curve. If I do it right, it's a one way. We can control. Okay, that's good. What I can do is select this, and use a constraint. Maybe constraint parent. It will give me the same result. Yeah, but you see, this guy is still there. It's a lot of parenting later. A good way that we find it's easy. For example, the torso control, I need to identify which cluster go. Okay, so cluster 3 match with torso control. I will copy the name of this. I will go inside the attribute editor of the cluster, go to the cluster shape name, open the weighted node tangent. So here, in fact, if I try to tell what's happened, here is just a fake icon. This ball icon, right? It's just an empty group, in fact, with the color icon. So what I will do, I will paste the torso control name here and press enter. So you see now this torso control, the C are get attached and have no more relation with that guy. See, I can move, I can delete that guy. The cluster will be kind of children, or the shape, in fact, the shape of the curve are really associated with the cluster now. So if I move, that's it. So it's even a bit more easy. So just copy the name of it, go to the cluster shape inside the weighted node, paste, and that's it. I do the same thing for my hub. Copy the name, go to the shape, and paste it. And that's it. So these two guys, I can delete them. Okay, so now maybe it's the correct time also to start to reorganize our hierarchy. Okay, so easily what will select my neck and my last joint of my spline and parent them, and the first joint, the spine 1, children of root joint, parent. Okay, so now this root joint, I will start to implement it inside my master system. So the root joint will become children of skeleton. Okay, start to clear also this. Okay, maybe let's continue. See, here's a mistake that I do. I want to control the head. It's just a representative icon, right? But I want to control the head, and the head is here. So what I should do, replace the center pivot to the head, so the rotation will come from this area. And you see, it don't change any translation and rotation. Okay, so now it's time to control this with this. So I want to influence the joint with that. Okay, let's go. So constraint, we can do a parent. Okay, see, relation is built. So same thing, select the curve, select the joint. I will use the G key again. Okay, so same thing. But you can see maybe if I start to move this like that, only the neck move. Why? I can just, now it's time to parent the head control under the neck. Okay, so if I move the neck now, see, at least it's moving. Okay, but generally you will not use the neck in translation, you will use it in rotation. Okay, we'll do the same system, and the neck here will become children of torso, torso children of mid torso, mid torso children of the abs, and the ab children of the CUG control parent. Okay, so the hip here, children of the CUG, and this CUG control just came as children of my control node. Okay, so now see, in fact, that all of this now start to became children of the master. So what this means is if I start to move my character into the space, all will follow. Okay, but I can get some problem if I parent these two guys under the wrong one. Okay, if I just, for example, select these two and put them inside skeleton or control. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, we'll just put it here for a moment and see what's happened. If I move, they have double transformation will appear, right? Why? Because in fact, this IK spline, this curve here, are controlled now by the HAPS control, controlled by the mid torso control. So what's happened here is the double transformation concept. Okay, so what I will want to do, okay, just return this to 0. We'll unparent them. Okay, so here is why I create this extra node. See, this node are not influenced by master. It's not a children of master, it's a children of character name. So I'll parent these two node under the node deformation. Okay, and maybe it's a good time here to start to lock our character again if it's not done yet. So node deform, I will lock them. Don't want anyone to affect this. And the character name, I will lock it also. Okay, so we are done for the spine setup.